Welcome to our journey through one of history's most powerful and feared empires, the Assyrian Empire. After the fall of the Akkadian Empire, Assyria emerged as an independent power before the rise of Babylon. Its original capital was Assur, named after their chief god. The city became powerful through trade and a strong military. Over time, Assyria expanded by conquest and diplomacy. At its height, the empire stretched from Iraq to Egypt and from Turkey to western Iran. This later phase is called the Neo-Assyrian Empire, known for conquest, fearsome power, and imperial ambition. Assyrian kings believed they were chosen by the gods to rule and conquer. In the 19th century BCE, Shamshi-Adad I unified northern Mesopotamia and established early Assyrian authority. Later, Ashurbanipal I laid the foundation for Assyria as a true empire. Then Tukulti-Ninurta I conquered Babylon and took the title King of Sumer and Akkad. In the Neo-Assyrian period, kings were even more powerful. They expanded the empire and modernized the army. Tiglath-Pileser III reformed the military and administration, making Assyria stronger and more organized. Sennacherib was famous for his brutal campaigns, including the siege of Jerusalem and the destruction of Babylon. Ashurbanipal, the last great king, built a huge library in Nineveh, preserving Mesopotamian knowledge. The library of Ashurbanipal in Nineveh held over 30,000 clay tablets. These included epic poems like the Epic of Gilgamesh, laws, myths, science, and literature from earlier civilizations. Assyrians built advanced infrastructure. Sennacherib's projects included city walls, roads, canals, and the Jerwan aqueduct. These helped with trade, military movement, and city planning. Assyrian art showed detailed scenes of war, hunting, and royal life. Notable works include the giant Lamassu statues and palace reliefs at Kalhu, Khorsabad, and Nineveh. Temples, ziggurats, and monumental gates reflected both religious devotion and imperial power. Assyrian society was built around loyalty to the king and the god Assur. Most people worked in farming, trade, or craftsmanship. Society was hierarchical, from kings and officials to free citizens, workers, and slaves. Cities had busy markets and cultural activities. Women usually managed the home, but some could own property, do business, or serve as priestesses. Festivals, music, and sports like hunting were part of daily life. Assyrians were polytheistic. Their main god was Assur, but they also worshipped older Sumerian Akkadian gods like Ishtar, Enlil, and Nabu. Religion was deeply tied to the monarchy. They built grand temples and practiced rituals such as animal sacrifices, divination, and prayers. The king was seen as the god's representative on earth. The Assyrian kings ruled with absolute power. They appointed governors and scribes to manage provinces. Laws were strict and order was enforced harshly. Their military was highly advanced. They used iron weapons, cavalry, siege engines, and chariots. They were known for their discipline, fast movement, and use of fear to control enemies. Their methods influenced later armies for centuries. Assyrians led in military and civil engineering. They invented or improved siege towers, battering rams, and used iron weapons. They built canals, roads, and postal systems, and developed detailed record-keeping systems. These innovations made their empire more efficient and influenced future civilizations. After Ashurbanipal's death in 627 BCE, internal conflict weakened the empire. In 612 BCE, a coalition of Babylonians and Medes destroyed Nineveh. By 609 BCE, the last Assyrian stronghold at Haran also fell. The fall came from a mix of civil war, external invasions, and an overstretched empire. Assyria's influence lasted long after its fall. The Persian Empire adopted many of its administrative practices. The Romans used its military ideas. The preservation of texts, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, influenced literature globally. Assyria's empire-building, art, warfare, and governance shaped future empires across history. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into ancient civilizations.